Hello, hello. This is Dr. Traci Harrell, and I could not be more excited today to be coming to you live on Rainier Avenue Radio. That's right, y'all. This is community radio, and I get to come bearing gifts. I actually am coming as a part of the Better Together Empowerment Series and the Living Powerfully experience. Yes, I know. It's very exciting. So when I say I'm bearing gifts, I'm literally giving away today a $1,000 scholarship to change your life. You heard it here. We've been talking about this because this is what the Better Together Empowerment Series and what the Living Powerfully experience is all about. So now we have specifics, we have dates and times. We have what the next steps will look like. So stay with me as we talk about what living powerfully means to you. I may have a few people joining us. I may. And if that happens, what you're going to experience over the next 7 weeks is true transformation. And so when we talk about what does success look like in your life, when you started the new year, I wonder, what did you think? What was one of your goals? One of your visions? One of your missions, right? What are some of the things that you wanted to accomplish? I know I plan to be a lot more focused on my business, be a lot more centrally focused on helping community. And that's why I'm here. Most of you know on Christmas Day, I had a stroke. I know. I can laugh now, but it was so not funny. Scariest thing that's ever happened to me. But as a result, it made me even more confident that this is what I was supposed to do in life. So I love, more than anything, showing up for you in my most authentic self, as my most authentic self. So I'm showing up as the vice president and the immediate past president of the Seattle chapter of the National Black MBA Association. We are one of those organizations that won one of the grants. We didn't get, full dollars, but we got enough to show up for you. I'm still donating my time for free. And we get to basically offer grants in community to change lives. Now, if you think about experiences that we've had in community as Black professionals, Black leaders, oftentimes we haven't had the benefit that many leaders and executives in the corporate space have experienced. So what I'm bringing to community is something called positive intelligence. It is research-based. Over 1 million people have done it, have participated, but they're mostly leaders and executives, and they typically don't look like me, if you know what I mean. This beautiful melanin. I'm just saying. So one of the things that I'm doing is I'm saying, wouldn't it be amazing if our community had access to research that would allow us to live our best life, to not just kind of live our best life, but literally utilize the neuroscience of the brain to utilize positive psychology, cognitive behavioral psychology, and to utilize performance science So it's research-based that each person, each of us, can achieve everything that we hope for, everything that we thought we wanted to do at the beginning of the year. It's actually ours for the taking. We can actually achieve those things. So you have leaders, executives in Fortune 100 companies, top companies around the world, who participated in something called positive intelligence. And positive intelligence is part of what we call the Living Powerfully experience. It's not everything, but it's the beginning. It's the foundation. So the gift that I'm bringing in community is a $1,000 scholarship to participate in a 6-week program that's called Positive Intelligence. And the good news is what you're going to get is you get to bring, if you're truly interested in driving change, you get to bring forward to community a true, deep transformation. So what I'm going to share with you right now is a link, and I think our producer has it. It's the link that includes survey 2. If you can copy and paste and share that link in the chat. What it is it's a little video link. You can even play it if you want. Actually, I would suggest you put it in the chat. And what it will do is it will allow each of us to truly share who you are and why might this be the best opportunity for you right now. And all those things matter. We talked about that this is going to allow you to increase your performance, increase your happiness, reduce your stress, right? Improve your ability to connect with others, meaning strengthen relationships. We have a whole list of beautiful benefits. I've been talking about them for a couple of weeks now, so I don't need to go through it again, but hopefully you understand. If you go to positiveintelligence.com, they talk about improving performance, increasing your happiness, your joy, and your well-being, strengthening relationships, right? It includes all kinds of stuff, improving your confidence. It's really about your brain, right? So this show is all about how do we help you to minimize those voices, minimize anything in your life that is not supporting you in achieving your goals. We call those the saboteurs, right? When you're in a primal state of mind, as opposed to the sage state of mind. So there's a link. Daniel, let me know if you do. You have it up. Okay. You want to play it? Can you click on the link and play the video? I'd love to see it. The Better Together Empowerment Series and the Living Powerfully Experience are designed to truly transform your life. Are you ready to become your best, your most successful, and your most powerful you yet? Tell us a little bit about who you are. Are you a professional, an entrepreneur, a student, a senior executive? Tell us, who are you? So what happens at this point is you get to click on the links here in the chat. And if you can type this in and put it in the chat, I don't know if you have that capability, but it's a bit.ly. So all you have to do is type bit.ly and then /living with a capital L _powerfully _survey 2. So there's actually 3 surveys. This is the longest of the surveys. It's only 5 questions, and the 5 questions take about 5 minutes. You can see how quickly this would be. So we were asking you to fill out the survey. It's a bit.ly. People have been asking, well, how do I participate? So I'm just spending time today making it clear. This is how you participate. You fill out this survey. And Daniel, can you do it? Can you click on the survey and move through? Just say you're an entrepreneur or something and move through. Because then what you're going to see Once you click on entrepreneur or college student or whatever it is, thank you. And then click on okay. That's kind of the process. The Living Powerfully experience can benefit you in a number of different ways. Now, we start this process with something called positive intelligence. And the benefits are many, but we really want you to tell us a little bit about what do you want to accomplish? Are you hoping to improve your performance, increase your happiness and reduce your stress, improve your overall well-being? Are you hoping to strengthen relationships, work better with your teams, build trust? Tell us a little bit about what you'd like to accomplish most in this first week's, what we call the foundation for the Living Powerfully experience. Okay, I'm going to have you click on something as well. What would you want to accomplish, Daniel, who's our producer? I know for me, I'm going to be focused on improving wellness and improving my performance and effectiveness in my business. So click on 1 and 3. You can choose all that apply. So this is actually the short 5-minute survey. As you can see, you can go pretty quickly. So do number 1 and number 3, improve wellness and performance. And then at the end, you just check, okay, how quick it is. Now, tell us about your why. It's so important to really begin with a dream, a hope, a desire, really a burning desire, something that you've always wanted to accomplish, something that's going to push you through, excel you through this process. So tell us a little bit about your why. Tell me a little bit about what you hope to accomplish in the bigger sense of your own personal or professional self-actualization. Thanks. I love it. So now on that screen, what you'll see, this is called a video ask. So what you'll see after we ask the question, it's either going to be a survey question like you saw early in the beginning of this, and you just click on the ones that apply to you, and then you click on OK. And or there's going to be something that looks like this. So a video ask allows me to provide a question to you as a video, but it also allows you to come back and answer with the video, right? And so you can either answer with the video, you can answer with an audio, and you can answer with a text. If you answer with the video, it's a 2-minute video, which is actually pretty long, believe it or not. So you get to just tell me, who are you? What's your vision, right? Tell us a little bit about that. And then what I love about this process is, again, we're asking, there's 2 surveys, right? So Daniel, go ahead and put the same survey link, but change it to fill out our survey at bit.ly/livingpowerfully_survey2. If you just want to be someone who's going to be watching this show every week and participating a little bit disconnected, like you're not going to want to be in the app, you're not going to want to go deep and do all the work and share your story publicly, then you want to fill out survey number 2. I just wanted to give people an easy way to only have to do 1 video answer. And you can even click on text here and just write something and then complete that. So we'll have you write something. Click on text, Daniel, unless you want to show a video. Click on text and just say, I'm in, or say whatever. Say whatever you want to say. What's your vision? So don't do that. You guys, that's just for demonstration purposes. Now, what's most exciting about this process is that we are offering scholarships, as well as we're inviting community to contribute to this work, which we know is absolutely going to change things. Now, if you're someone who works for a corporation and you have your own professional development budget, we want you to be one of those ones who volunteers to pay. But if you can't, we don't want anyone not to be able to benefit from this experience. So tell us a little bit about who you are. What is your financial funding situation? Like, are you saying, hey, I need this, and I not only do I need it, but I need it for my team, right? That's a different conversation. Are you saying, hey, I'm someone in community, I lead others, I pour into others, and I would love to have someone in a group, in a community pour into me, and financially I can't afford it, right? And I would love one of your scholarships. Just tell us why. Again, we are here for you. Join us, and don't let anything stand in your way. We got you. Thanks. I love that. And so we really just want to know, who are you? So on this question, we're asking you, would you like to join? And it's a gift, right? I don't have $1,000 to participate in this 6-week program, and I want the scholarship. Great. That means you're willing to tell your story, to share your story in community. Because what we know is positive energy and positive change is contagious. Just like negative energy is contagious, so is positive energy, even more so. So what we're inviting people to do, if you choose the scholarship option, right, we're asking you to share your story. So we'll be doing recordings every week, and we're starting unofficially. We're starting the October 28th. So our live session is on the 26th. More info. And then we're starting officially on the 28th, which every Saturday new content is released. That's why we're saying the 28th. And then officially, your 6 weeks start on November 4th. So it's really 6 weeks, beginning of November through the second week of December. So it'll be right before Christmas. Your gift to yourself will be a new life. So I'm excited. So we're going to go to the next question. I'll have you just choose an answer, Daniel. Are you ready to move forward? Because you just need to know who's involved. Also, if you're one of those companies, we talked about Weir, right? That you want to bring your executive team through. You want to bring your leadership team through. There's an option as well, right? We think all of the Weir companies, all of the Washington employers for racial equity should be engaging in positive intelligence, in this living powerfully experience. They all should be engaging, because we actually believe that there's a few ways for us to truly change systems, and it starts with changing individuals. It starts with having a different understanding of what success looks like. So this question is saying, are you ready to move forward? Like, where are you financially? We're not looking for money. We're basically saying to community, this is for you. We're bringing this to you. However, there are companies that we are looking for you to say, I actually have the budget for my leadership team or for my employees, and I want to take my diversity resource group through this, right? I want to offer this as a gift to someone. So we're creating that space for community to support community. Like I said, I'm donating my time. I get $0. I want to make sure everyone's clear. Traci's getting $0. Traci's donating her time as a master life coach and a transformational coach, as someone who is a master coach in this positive intelligence and other methodologies. I'm donating my time in community. But as you hear what the experiences are of those people who are going through this experience, and when we have this show every week, the new content comes out on Saturday. We're going to have people come on doing some videos, doing these little videos, and we'll be able to bring their experiences to you. And hopefully you'll be having your own experience too. As we share information, the expectation is that those things will build on each other and build for you. So Daniel, I'm going to have you go ahead and click on this question. I'm going to have you choose number 1 that says, I would like to sponsor others to participate. I want to fund a scholarship. So we're funding 15 scholarships. So we are. But if someone else wants to fund scholarships, you can do that as well. This is an ongoing initiative, right? This is not just about what's happening in this next session. This is about us creating a space for community, for corporate, civic, collegiate organizations to truly thrive wherever you are in the process. So tell us, when would you like to activate? Immediately? In our next session? Are you looking to do this in 1 month? 3 months? We'll put some dates out there when we have our next info sessions, and we start typically the beginning of the month. So join us. We can't wait to have you a part of this community. And it is important that you do this when it's right for you. And the one thing we know is this isn't for everyone. This is about true transformation. Join us. Tell us about your timing. and let's make this work when it works best for you. Thanks. I love this. I love that so much because it's just important that we understand, like, what's your timing? We're bringing free content into community. We're only going to be able to select a certain number of people. I've already got more interest than I actually have room. So we are lining up the next 2 sessions. We're filling those slots up as well, which is kind of exciting. So we have more people who are interested than we can even fill. We're doing 15 slots, and then those 15 people will be able to tell their story. I said it was going to be 10 to 20, but likely it looks like 15. It could be 10, right? Because what you get, the cool part is we actually get to add family members. So the people that I select will get to add 3 family members as well. So it's really kind of exponential. When I say 3 or 15, it's really 45. So it's a lot to do a coaching series for 6 weeks. That's actually a lot of people. So each person gets to bring 3 people with them, because what's exciting is as you're learning these new skills, this new information, you're like, oh my God, I wish I knew this. And I definitely wish my daughter or my husband or my, whoever, my grandmother, whoever it is, right? Like, I wish this other person in my life, my significant other, I wish I could bring them through it as well. Well, the good news is I kind of waited to do this because I wanted to do it right. And so I have a B2B relationship, which is business to business. So it's our business, the National Black MBA Association, that is connecting with other organizations in community. And we're able to bring a deeper experience for participants. It's not a one-on-one. It's not just you. If you're selected for this first session or the other upcoming sessions, right? I'm only doing this in a way that it's going to have deep impact in community. So if I'm taking a mom through this and she really wants her son, and you know who I'm talking about, or your daughter, you know who I'm talking about. I've had people say, oh my God, I need this so much, and I need this for my son, and I need this for my daughter. Great. They have to want to do it, number one. I pay for one person, and we get 3 family members for free. Is that exciting? I pay for one person, and we get 3 family members for free. That to me is how we truly change the status quo, right? When you're talking about immediately having better relationships with people, immediately knowing that person a little bit better and having them get to know themselves better, right? There's a little quiz that we do. It's a 5-minute quiz. Daniel, do me a favor. Go ahead and do this. We'll move to, I think that might be the end. And then I'm gonna have you put the other survey. It's the same thing. I'm gonna have you put a different link up though. Put a number 3 at the end. But let's see if this is the end. I think it is. Click on, yes, I'm ready to move forward immediately. Thank you. So thank you for joining us for the Living Powerfully experience. Now, Daniel, if you can update this survey link and just add a number 3 at the end. So for those people who are like, I can't wait to watch this. This is going to be great. I'm going to watch it and rewatch it and share it with other people. Then you do survey number 2. That, like, if we weren't talking and if I wasn't talking, you could have done that in 5 minutes. So I called survey number 2. It's a 5-minute survey, right? I ask you a question. Who are you? You choose. And am I an entrepreneur and a senior executive, a professional, etc. But if you type in the one with the 3 in it, you're going to get both things. Thank you so much, Daniel. You're so awesome. You're so wonderful. So for all those people who said, okay, so what's next? This is what I'm asking you to do. First things first, if you've heard me talk about positive intelligence and the Living Powerfully experience, and you're like, oh my God, I think I've been waiting for this, right? Then the first thing we're asking you to do is to fill out this survey at bit.ly/living_powerfully_survey3. Now, survey 3 is the exact same survey that you just saw. It only has 5 simple questions, super, super easy. He'll click on this and you'll see. I just want to kind of walk you through it real quick. So go ahead and do it real quick, Daniel. You know how to do it now. I'm just going to watch you perform. You saw that? He just said he's an entrepreneur. Yep, he's already seen it. What will you be focused on achieving, Daniel? The Living Powerfully experience. Click again. you in a number. Did you type in 3 when you typed that in this time? This process with something called positive intelligence. I think I need to have you go back. The benefits are many, but we really want you to tell us a little bit about. Yes. So I think if you type in this with the 3 at the end, it's going to actually give them 2 things. After each, we call this with surveys, you get both a quantitative, which is the survey, which is why we're asking you to click on one of these boxes here. That's quantitative information. That's made data where we can pull in metrics. Who are these individuals? So that's really powerful. But if you want to participate in the 6-week program, I also want to hear your voice. We also want to see you answer each of the questions. So in addition to choosing these boxes in the first question, which I think maybe, you're on 3 now? Let's see. I'll have you complete this. Because if so, you do okay. The living power. Go ahead and click and move on. This is live, y'all. So we get to play with the live survey. Oh, okay. Here it is. So, well, no, this is the same one. Yeah. Go ahead. Click on text. So in survey number 2, there's only one video option. Video, whatever. This is it. So just type something in and move on. I think we're still. Let me type this myself real quick. So if you type bit.ly/living_powerfully_ it's survey 3. I type that. Let's see what happens. Enter, and I do okay. Doing what I thought it was going to do. Okay. Oh, maybe it's living powerfully too. I think that's what it is. Sorry, Daniel. My mistake. Sorry. Living Powerfully 2 was the longer one. That's what it was. You would think that 3 was the longer one, but 3 was the shorter one. So 3 was the 5-minute one. Thank you, Daniel. Sorry. So it's actually, so what you put in first is actually the longer one, but what I have in the web page so far is the shorter one. So that's the difference. So on the web page is living powerfully _ So type in living powerfully, the bit.ly with the 2 at the end, and it should prompt them for the survey and the video. So I'm gonna do this whole thing over real quick. Oh, we got to go to break. Oh, break time. We'll come back and do this again. I'll get it right when we come back. Y'all, this is Traci Harrell, Bigger Than Me and Living Powerfully on Rainier Avenue Radio. And again, this is about the gift. I'm just giving you instructions on how you can show up powerfully. We'll be right back. You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.org. Check us out on social media. Facebook and Instagram, Rainier Avenue Radio.world, and on Twitter at Rainier Av Radio.
Hey, Seattle, here are some storage tips to love food, stop waste. Onions make potatoes sprout faster. Keep onions away from potatoes. Ripe bananas give off a gas that makes the fruit around them ripen faster. Store bananas away from other fruits. 40% of food in the U.S. goes uneaten. Save money, save food, save the planet. Visit Seattle Public Utilities for more tips.
1, 2, get down.
What's up, big and little homies? This is Masvita Maraire, host of Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your one-stop shop for Seattle sports. We cover preps, we cover college, we cover pro, we cover it all. Huskies, Mariners, Seahawks, Garfield, South, Roosevelt, Metro, King County. This is where you want to listen to for all the sports that's happening in Seattle. Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
This is Brenda Charles Edwards, host of Seniors Matter. Join me every week to get information on activities and issues that impact the lives of older adults and their families. That's Seniors Matter every week on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
Black generational wealth. For a long time, that's been a dream that needs to see reality. For hundreds of years, Black people have been in the United States and have suffered for it. We built this country, but have not yet really seen the dream come alive and what that means for Black people and people of color. This is going to take some time and some work and a lot of sacrifice. People of color have always done that, and so it won't be any different. You don't need to do it alone, and you don't need to do it alone, because this is a community work project. It's going to take some rigor. It'll take a change in mindset for individuals and the community and the nation at large. This won't be simple, but that's okay. Nothing that's good or worthwhile is ever really simple.
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Don't forget to log on www.RainierAvenueRadio.world.
I love that. Rainier Avenue Radio.world. I'm so excited to be on community radio. And y'all know I don't sell anything. So the fact that there's a Venmo up here is basically their request, just like PBS does, right? This is free radio. They're not charging me to show up and gift to you this information. So, you know, I'm saying thank you to Tony Bennett. Thank you to the team here for showing up for community. So, what I wanted to do today is just remind you that we are in a position, and when I say we, I mean the Better Together Empowerment Series and the Living Powerfully Experience. I'm here representing the National Black MBA Association, Seattle chapter, and It's All Bigger Than Me Consulting. What we earned was a scholarship. We earned a grant. And now we're able to offer scholarships in community to truly change lives. And how we're changing lives is these two initiatives, right? It's called the Better Together Empowerment Series and the Living Powerfully Experience, because the Better Together Empowerment Series is the what we're doing and the why we're doing it. And the how we're doing it is the Living Powerfully Experience, which includes positive intelligence. So on Thursday, October 22nd, we're going to provide even more specifics about how you can change your life. So the one question we're asking people is, are you ready? Are you truly ready for a life-changing opportunity? Are you ready to become your best, your most successful, and your most powerful you yet? I know it sounds like I'm selling something. And my niece said, Tracy, why do they have all the things going across the bottom? It looks like a QVC ad. So listen, I promise I'm not selling anything, right? You are watching Better Together and Living Powerfully on Rainier Avenue Radio. Y'all, this is community radio. They have a lot of amazing content. So I'm grateful to be able to use this venue to do a couple of things. Like I said, we are here to provide to community a life-changing opportunity. And the next session we're going to talk about this in depth is on October 26th. You can register by typing bit.ly/living_powerfully_102623. Every month we're going to show up. This just happens to be the next one. And it's the first group that's going to get to come together. I'm calling them dream teams. Because what I do as a consultant and as a transformational coach, I help leaders to achieve their dreams in business and in life by showing them how. Being very specific, by taking you on a journey of mental fitness I can go as far as to say guaranteed to work, right? Because you got percentages that are like 80, 97%, 85%. People get benefits, right? If you go to positiveintelligence.com, you'll see that this has been this experience has been had by over 1 million people in 50 countries, leaders and executives. They just don't typically look like us. And so this is what I know. I've been studying the neuroscience of the brain, positive psychology, cognitive behavioral psychology, as well as performance science. That's what positive intelligence is based on. So when they talk about here's how you can change, here's how you can have more happiness and less stress, improved mental wellness, here's how you can improve your performance, strengthen your relationships, build more trust, all those things are true. And that's the experience we're going to have. Like over the first 6 weeks, it's building a foundation. It's new information about what success looks like. It's being able to tap into your saboteurs. It's all the things, but it's really being able to build your new muscles, those new neural pathways, right? We call them the sage muscles. So the saboteurs and the sage, right? I'm super excited about that. Next, what you'll see in our website is just some more information, right? About, I'll have you scroll down in the website. I think that's where you are, Daniel. So next, what you'll see is, actually we can scroll down. That's just a video of me from last week. But just to clarify, this is our Dream Unfinished. Thank you so much, right? This is the Dream Unfinished. It is part of the Better Together Empowerment Series and the Living Powerfully experience. And we just celebrated the 60th anniversary of MLK's March on Washington. So what Dr. James Carter, who is the current president of the Seattle chapter, what he and I are doing is we're bringing this as our way that we're continuing the dream. So at the very bottom of this page, it asks a question. See if you can scroll down just a smidgen, just a bit. It asks the question, what are you going to do? That's too much. But what are you going to do to continue the dream? Again, what are you going to do to continue the dream? We're inviting you to embrace the life-changing opportunity to make this your best, your most successful, and your most powerful year yet. And again, this is part of the Better Together Empowerment Series and the Living Powerfully experience. Thank you, Danielle. We'll keep scrolling. So what I love about this is two things. So we're asking community to share your voice, to complete a 5-minute video survey. And this is it. It's a bit.ly. We were looking at this earlier today. bit.ly/living_powerfully_survey3. Survey 3 is the shortest one. It's 5 minutes. It's the same 5 questions in survey 2. The only difference is, and I'm going to have Daniel show you, the only difference is if you are interested in participating in this 6-week program, then we need for you to do the longer version. It's 15 minutes approximately. It's still the same 5 little easy questions, but then we create a space for you to answer up to 2 minutes those questions with either a video, which we prefer, an audio or text. So I'm going to have Daniel type in the bit.ly/living powerfully survey 2, and we're going to walk you through what that looks like. Thank you very much. It is survey 2. It just so happens that the survey on our website is survey 3. So I was showing you the short survey because, again, I can only take so many people into the this is not what's on our website, right? This is survey 2. The survey 2, I'm going to have you make it big. So what we have with survey 2, I think he's going to get that for you, is this survey 2? If so, you can play it. We're asking you to tell us Together Empowerment Series and the Living Powerfully experience are designed to truly transform your life. Are you ready to become your best, your most successful, and your most powerful you yet? Tell us a little bit about who you are. Are you a professional, an entrepreneur, a student, a senior executive? Tell us, who are you? Who are you? I love that. Who are you, Daniel? So click on this. I just wanted to show everyone for each of these same questions, you're going to click on an answer, entrepreneur, all that apply. You can be an entrepreneur and a college student, or an entrepreneur and a senior professional, a senior executive. Go ahead and make your selection, Daniel, and then we'll move on. I just want to share what's going to happen next. So do you guys see, before you click on anything, do you see after you click on the quantitative survey, we're asking you to complete the same question. Tell us about yourself, but now we're asking you to answer it. We really want you to answer it as a video. We want to see who you are. We want to hear who you are. We're pulling together a really tight group, a pod, a dream team. And so we're going to have to match people up based on who they are. And then again, there'll be other opportunities in the future, but we have a very limited space. And so we're going to ask you to answer the question. How would you like to answer? And please choose video and then answer the question. We're going to have Daniel choose text and just say, I am, and then move on. Be as descriptive as possible so we know who you are. Thank you. The Living Powerfully experience can benefit you in a number of different ways. Now, we start this process with something called positive intelligence. And the benefits are many, but we really want you to tell us a little bit about what do you want to accomplish? Are you hoping to improve your performance, increase your happiness and reduce your stress, improve your overall well-being? Are you hoping to strengthen relationships, work better with your teams, build trust? Tell us a little bit about what you'd like to accomplish most in this first week's, what we call the foundation for the Living Powerfully experience. Daniel, what would you like to accomplish most? I'm going to say improve mental wellness and improve performance and effectiveness. Also strengthen relationships. Thank you. And then, as you'll see, we're asking the question again. So we got that quantitative information, and now video ask creates a space for us to also ask you to leave a video. So we're saying, what will you be focused on achieving? Right? You're going to click on whatever is most appropriate for you. Then tell us a little bit more about you and what do you want to focus on achieving? What will you be focused on achieving? The more we know about you, the more we know how we can best support you. So this is really going to be important. So if you are planning to participate, and many of you have already said, I'm in, right? It's not first come, first serve. It's going to be best fits within this small group. And so we want to have a nice diverse group based on, some entrepreneurs, some people in corporate, blah, blah, blah. So we want to mix it up. And then we have other opportunities and you'll be able to go along. And then, like I said, it builds. So nobody will be left out. We're going to be showing up here on Rainier Avenue Radio every week and telling you all about the great journey that we're on. So go ahead and click on this, Daniel, as well. You can do text again, but we're asking each of you, if you're going to if you want to join this experience, we're asking you to click on video. And it gives you a 2-minute window, and you can just record something, and then when you're done, you just press send, and it'll accumulate till we get to the end. So just say X, hi. There you go. Now tell us about your why. It's so important to really begin with a dream, a hope, a desire, really a burning desire, something that you've always wanted to accomplish, something that's going to push you through, excel you through this process. So tell us a little bit about your why. Tell me a little bit about what you hope to accomplish in the bigger sense of your own personal or professional self-actualization. Thanks. Thank you so much. Before we move on from this question, I wanted to provide a little bit more detail. I don't want anyone to have any questions about any of these words. And someone asked me what self-actualization was. So I wanted to pause. I'm going to work backwards on this question, right? So when I say tell us about your why, we're asking you to commit, and I'll tell you more about what the program consists of here in a moment, but we're asking you to commit to about 2.5 hours per week. So each week, 1 hour of new content is going to come through. And then you have a pod meeting that's going to be about 30, 45 minutes. You guys decide how long. And then you're being asked to do 15 minutes on an app. It's a PQ app. So you have to be willing to do all those things. That'll be the next step. So once I get these videos, people are going to get, some people are going to get a welcome email. And then we're going to be talking about what that commitment looks like. I'm going to over accept. So in case someone at the end says, okay, I really can't do this, then I need to know before we get started. So we have the right number of tight people that are willing to do the work. Because this is not about me gifting you your best life. This is about you claiming your best life, right? So your why do you want to do this work is going to be so important, right? That really is the engine, right? It really is going to be the fuel that will help you to make this a priority, because your why is going to be the reason that you're going to choose to move forward. I'm excited. Like, I couldn't be more excited, honestly, about this. So your why is really the most important part of this sharing. So when you click on this, please click on video. We want to see you. You can choose audio, but I prefer you not to, because again, it's about the people that I'm going to include are also people that are willing to share their stories on video, right? People that aren't shy. You could be on the journey with us, but as far as the people that I'm paying, that we're giving the scholarships to, part of the scholarship experience is going to be, I'm having an experience and I'm willing to share what I learned with others. I'm not shy. I'm not afraid to get on camera, right? But you can go on this experience with us as well, right? But just as far as the scholarship people are concerned, we got to be able to invest back in community, and that's you telling your story. So we'll move on. Thank you very much, Daniel. The why is critical. So, sorry, did I not mention self-actualization? So self-actualization comes from Maslow. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. He talks about, like, at the foundation are the most, basic human needs are the things like food, water, shelter, right? That's at the bottom. And then as you move up the hierarchy, at the very top is self-actualization. You can't really think about, I want to be my best self. I want to contribute. I want to live, the life that God put me on this earth to do, when you don't even know where your next meal is coming from. It's kind of hard for someone to really even be in a position to think about self-actualizing. So that's why when you think about this hierarchy of needs, it's saying, I actually feel pretty comfortable about the basics. I'm comfortable, pretty confident in my career. I've started this business and I feel very comfortable about that as well. And now what I want to do, what I need to do is I need to get to the next level, right? What I need to do now, this is you. If you've said, sometimes this is what people tell you when you're trying to invite people to do something that might challenge their sensibilities, that might take them out of their comfort zone, then you kind of have to remind people about those times when you really wanted to do something, to accomplish something, and you didn't. The times when your relationship with your child is just like so out of whack. You're like, what did I do? What can I do? Not what can I do? The times when you were hijacked by your own emotions, you wanted to do something, but you just allowed the saboteurs in your mind to distract you from really doing the work, activating. That's the pain. Those are the people we're looking for. If you're in community and you give so much to other people and you really haven't focused on your own health, that's me. So rest assured, I'm going on my own wellness journey. Somehow I think giving to others is such a noble cause that I can self-sacrifice and not pour into myself. Unacceptable. So we're inviting you. We want community leaders, people people who may or may not have the funding to know that we are here for you. That's what the Better Together Empowerment Series is. You're going to do it in community. You're going to do it in a cohort. And it's going to take about, again, 1 hour of content launches every week on a Saturday. I'm just pulling up my calendar so we are on the same page. Every week on a Saturday, new content comes out, right? New content is unlocked is the right word, in the app, right? And it's a video by the author of the book. His name is Shirzad Shameen. He wrote the book, right? So on October 28th, 26th, we're going to have another info session, October 28th. And some people are going to get a welcome letter. Those people who've already been like, Traci, I'm in. You're going to get a welcome letter this week. So just so that you know, some people are already in. Those of you who get a welcome letter, you're not all in, right? We still need you to complete the survey number 2, because that's kind of the beginning, right? That's the beginning. And then we need the commitment on the time to make sure we're all in. So if you get a welcome letter, then you've already told me you're in. So we need you to recommit, and we need the video, because I don't think I actually shared the survey number 2. So that's really, 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 really important. So on the 26th, we're going to have an info session. We're going to have some of the people who are already in join us on the 26th to talk about who they are and what their story is and what their journey is. We're going to have a bit of a celebration on the 26th, kind of a pre-launch party on the 26th, right? Oh, the 23rd. Actually, the 23rd is next week, next Monday. So it'll be the 30th on this show that we're going to have those people locked in. The 28th is going to be some content. They'll have access to the app. They'll have access to the book online. They'll have PQ. They'll get to do some of the positive intelligence content. They would have done the quiz, the assessments by then. So that's what we're going to do over the next week, because we're going to prepare people to get started. The official start date is going to be November 4th. The expectation starting next week is not next week. Yeah, between the 23rd and the 28th. And then the first week of November is 1 hour a week of new content that you're going to need to watch. It's a video. And then you're going to meet with your pod, 30 to 45 minutes, up to an hour, whatever you all decide as a team. It could be 3 people or 5 people. So the more people you guys decide, like I said, it's going to be based on your availability and timing. We're going to be very, very flexible. So that's one piece. And then they expect you to do 15 minutes a day of, they call them PQ reps. So it's like little videos you can watch, or like little meditative type things. But that's how you change your actual neural pathways. That's how you actually change your life. It's the work that you do not in front of everybody. It's the work that you do as you invest in yourself. So this journey is powerful, and it's a little bit of work. It's less than 2% of your week. Let me just be clear. 2.5 hours out of I forgot what the number is, but you understand what I'm saying. It's 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, and we're talking about 2.5 hours per week for you to invest in yourself and to truly change your life. I'm excited. I couldn't be more excited. Right now, the other question someone asked me is, they asked me how much. And again, if you get a scholarship, it's free. If you're like, okay, the scholarship places are free and I want to buy in, can I do that? The answer is yes. And you're going to need to email me, and it's traci@itsallbiggerthanme.com. I'm really hoping to get as many people to have this experience as possible, especially this first time. First time is always the best time. Plus, we'll be creating a lot of videos. So I really want voices and diverse voices as a part of the journey. So again, the Better Together Empowerment Series and the Living Powerfully Experience is guaranteeing. I'm using that word. If you do the work, your life will change. If you show up for yourself, you will have the best, the most successful, the most powerful year of your life. Year. And I know when people are like, what do you mean the most powerful year? There's a book called The 12-Week Year, and it's the subline is, do more in 12 weeks than most people do in 12 months. So if I'm starting you on a 6-week foundation and you're like, oh my God, like my eyes are open now, I see, right? if you have voices in your head that are telling you things that aren't true, that's what this is about, right? It's about silencing those saboteurs, those voices that prevent us from living our most successful life, and increasing the stage, establishing new expectations. And you might be wondering, okay, so how does this relate to social justice and social change? Well, what we know to be true is in order to change systems, you have to first change individuals. All we can do is change ourselves. So when we invite WEIR, the Washington Employers for Racial Equity, into this experience, we're inviting you because we know you've said you want to create an inclusive culture. But you've been saying it for decades. Like, we've been talking about inclusion for decades. And the reason we don't have the outcomes, part of that is we're not focusing on all the elements at the same time, right? So element number one that we're focusing on is changing yourself so that we as individuals can change the systems. We have to agree on a process. So that's the other thing. There's a new process that says we're gonna focus on these sage superpowers. So we're going to empathize. We're going to explore and ask questions without judgment. We're going to innovate and yes ands and figure out how can we all benefit. We're going to navigate. We're going to look forward and decide, how is this going to benefit us? What would I want my future self to have done in this moment? And then we're going to activate. So there's some superpowers that you get to build, but there's also those voices, those saboteurs that you get to minimize. And that's what self-management is. So I am more honored, more thrilled, more excited. Hopefully this answered all the questions that I've gotten. I've gotten a lot of text messages from people. So I thought I'd make today all about answering the questions. Again, put the, if you don't mind, put the survey up one more time. So we're asking people to do the Living Powerfully survey. It is bit.ly/living_powerfully_survey 2. Survey 2 is the longer one. It's the one that asks you the questions to click on, and we're inviting you to leave us a video. Tell us more about yourself for each of the 5 questions. It's super simple, super easy. But if you want to be one of the people we choose, we got to see who you are. We got to know who you are. So go do that immediately by the end of this week. So ideally, we show up on Monday with a fully selected group of individuals. That's my plan, right? To show up on Monday. Next Monday, this show, we'll have a couple things happening. We'll have a full group. Out of time. Thank you. I'm out of time. One more thing. So next week, we're going to be in Atlanta at the Black Doctoral Network Conference. And we're going to be talking about this with Black doctors, with the Black doctors all around the country. We're going to be talking about positive intelligence, how to increase performance, increase happiness, and how to truly deliver social justice. So exciting. See y'all next week right here on